Hi everyone, let's make some orange marmalade bread. We're going to jump right in with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, but we're going to take out 1/4 cup because we're going to need to coat the walnuts that go in the bread. Then it's time to start sifting your dry ingredients, so that includes your flour, 3½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Once your dry ingredients are sifted, we're going to take 1 egg that's been beaten and mix it into 3/4 cup of milk. Next, you're going to take the 1/4 cup of flour that we reserved and you're going to put it over the walnuts. I just had a takeout container, so I just shook them up in that. Next, we're going to take the milk and egg mixture and add it to our dry ingredients, and then the recipe says to mix well. Yes, I'm using a whisk to start. Yes, I realized very quickly that was the wrong tool of choice, and I swapped to a fork in just a little bit. I know it's frustrating to watch, so just hang in there. Now during the mixing, the recipe said to mix well, and I just mixed until I didn't see any flour, but I wonder if I overmixed here and I was only supposed to get the milk incorporated. If I made the bread again, I would try just adding the milk and egg, mixing just a little bit, and then adding the walnuts and the marmalade and mixing it all together. I think the end result still turned out good. But anyway, the next step is going to be to add the walnuts and add the orange marmalade. You're going to need 3/4 cup of orange marmalade, and we're also going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil as well. Once everything is mixed together, you're going to put it into a greased loaf pan. The specific dimensions for the loaf pan for the recipe was a 9x5 by 3-inch loaf pan, and I sprayed mine very heavily with some Pam to make sure it would come out. And you're going to bake it in a preheated 350-degree oven for, the recipe calls for 1 hour or until the bread test done. My bread took about 1 hour and 15 minutes to test done, and then you're going to cool it in the pan for 10 minutes, and then you're going to remove from the pan and continue to cool on a wire rack. The recipe does recommend that you eat this orange marmalade bread with honey spread, which is just 1/2 cup of butter mixed with 1/2 cup of honey, so you will see me use some of that. I also took some extra orange marmalade and just put it on the top to make the top extra shiny and glossy. And overall, I think the bread turned out really great. I will say the walnut distribution was perfect. It has that bright, fresh, orangey taste, but you also still get a little bit of that cinnamon and the walnut. I think it's going to be a really nice bread to make going into Christmas time. And I will say I had some leftover bread and I took it and turned it into French toast, so it works really well for that. Also, if there's any recipe that you're curious about seeing, let me know in the comments, because I've been going through a lot of my cookbooks trying to get the recipes logged, and I would love to be kind of looking for ones that y'all might want to see. So please feel free to let me know in the comments if there's one that piques your interest. But anyway, that was the recipe for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how my bread turned out, if you think I overmixed it. And also, I don't know if it was the glass pan, but I feel like the bottom got a little too brown that I wanted. So I think I definitely should go back and tweak the recipe and keep testing it. But overall, I was really happy with the first attempt, and I think the recipe did a great job of walking me through how to do it. I always appreciate you guys being here. Please give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe to see more content of vintage recipes, and also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I put a new video up. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I'll see you back here next time on Vintage Cookery.